2024 FIDE World Chess Championship. Game 3. Gukesh D, white, faced off against reigning champion Ding Liren, black. Opening moves 1 to 8. Gukesh opts for the exchange variation, aiming to exploit Ding's predilection for slower, defensive setups. The symmetrical pawn structure simplifies the center, but it leaves black with long-term challenges, particularly in ensuring piece activity. Ding's choice of the semi-Slav structure, 5c6, indicates a preference for solidity and counterplay opportunities on the c-file. Gukesh employs an ambitious double queen maneuver, qc2 to qb3, targeting the b7 pawn and probing Ding's queenside. The response, 8 qb6, forces an early queen exchange. Strategic implications. While the exchange neutralizes immediate queenside threats, it also deprives Ding of counterattacking options with his queen. This decision shifts the game toward a positional battle, favoring Gukesh's dynamic style. Early middle game, aggressive pawn play, moves 9 to 16. Gukesh strikes immediately with g4, forcing Ding into a defensive posture. By opening the g-file, white signals his intent to launch a kingside attack. Ding's bishop on c2 creates some counterplay, attacking b3 and tying down white's rook momentarily. Gukesh develops with tempo, using the open g-file to coordinate his rook and bishop against Ding's kingside. Meanwhile, Ding plays 5, an attempt to contest the g-file, but the subsequent exchange, 12hxg4, leaves black with an isolated pawn on g4. Key moment. The passive 13 nbd7 misses an opportunity to create counterplay. Alternatives like 13 nar6 or 13 bd6, targeting white's weaknesses on b3 or c5, might have posed more practical problems. Gukesh's g5 is a thematic thrust, restricting black's kingside pieces. The knight on h5 becomes a liability, as it is unable to re-enter the game effectively. Meanwhile, Gukesh's pieces, particularly the bishop on h2, prepare to dominate key diagonals. Strategic insight. White's pawn structure and piece activity are clearly superior. Ding's rook maneuver, 15 rg8, is reactive and fails to generate counterplay. Critical middle game. Breaking through. Moves 17 to 25. Gukesh prepares the decisive central breakthrough with f3 and e4. The bishop on g3 exerts control over the h2b8 diagonal, complementing the active rook on the g-file. Ding's 18. h5 is a defensive move, but shows a lack of a coherent plan. His pieces remain passive, waiting for white to dictate the tempo. Gukesh sacrifices the e4 pawn temporarily to open lines for his rooks and bishops. Ding's knight on a6 looks active, but lacks support from the rest of black's army. Ding captures the b3 pawn, but this is a critical error. While the material gain seems tempting, it leaves black's position riddled with weaknesses. Mistake by Ding. Better was 23 n6, focusing on piece activity rather than material greed. The knight on b3 becomes isolated and disconnected from the action. Gukesh trades off material to simplify into a favorable endgame. The centralized king on d2 becomes a powerful asset, while Ding's remaining pieces struggle to find active roles. Endgame, precision and conversion, moves 26 to 37. Gukesh centralizes his king further, ensuring dominance over key squares. Ding's 27 h2 attempts to create counterplay on the second rank, but it is too slow. Gukesh solidifies his queenside with b3, removing any tactical vulnerabilities. Ding's 29th. Ard7 is purely defensive, as he lacks active counterplay. Gukesh methodically doubles rooks on the d-file, dominating the board. Ding's king shuffles between e7 and e8, unable to influence the game meaningfully. Gukesh forces the exchange of knights, simplifying the position further. His centralized king and active pieces ensure a decisive advantage. The final sequence showcases Gukesh's tactical awareness and ability to convert an advantage cleanly. The bishop dominates the board, and Ding resigns as white's active pieces will soon overwhelm black. While Ding is known for his defensive prowess and resourceful counterplay, this game highlighted his vulnerability to dynamic and aggressive play. Gukesh's incisive moves, particularly his kingside pawn thrusts and central breakthroughs, dictated the flow of the game, culminating in a powerful conversion of his advantage during the endgame.